Yes, ma'am, but it wasn't supposedly.
Is it true that you're out on bail at this moment, pending charges against you for another incident where you attacked the same defendant, Mr. Manning?
Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Pruitt is not on trial here.
I'll withdraw the question. Could we simply agree that there's no love lost between you and these defendants?
You could say that.
Good. Well, now, why don't we just move along to the night of the spring fling party, huh? You told us that you and Miss Saybrook were at one point very close.
That's right.
But by the night of the party, you had broken up.
Yes.
Yet you went to this party to look for a woman you weren't very close to anymore?
Like I said, I wanted Marty to know that I thought we should try and get together again.
Oh. So you attempted this peaceful overture with a party roaring around you, including guys you didn't like. How did Miss Saybrook respond to that?
She got angry and she told me I was too late.
And how did you respond to that? Mr. Pruitt, I have signed affidavits from several students that were at the party who will quote you saying some very harsh things.
I did say some pretty hurtful things because I was hurting bad myself. Not that that's an excuse. I'd like to take back every word I said, but I can't. And I'm sorry.
All right, well, sorry or not, how did this very public argument end? Didn't Miss Saybrook turn her back on you to give Powell Lord a great big kiss?
It wasn't like she was hot for this guy.
Did she initiate a kiss with this guy, the defendant, Powell Lord? Yes or no?
She wanted to make me jealous.
How do you know that, Mr. Pruitt? Isn't it just possible that she was over you? I mean, the relationship had ended by your own admission. I mean, why would she even care if you were jealous? Isn't it much more likely that, as the song goes, a kiss is just a kiss? And that she grabbed Powell Lord because she found him very attractive and she wanted to have some new fun with a new set of fun guys.
Objection, Your Honor.
You think what Marty got at that party was fun? She was raped. I know that now. And if you weren't being paid to drag her reputation through the mud, you'd know too.
Mr. Pruitt, I warn you, these outbursts must stop. Do you understand?
Mr. Pruitt, I'm very intrigued by something that you just said. Marty Saybrook was raped. I know that now.
I do know it.
I know that now. It's that little word now. Does that mean that at one time you weren't certain if your friend had been raped?
You're twisting my words.
All right. Well, let's untwist them then. From the moment you first heard Marty's story about the events of that night, you never doubted that she had been raped. The thought never crossed your mind, not for a second, that maybe Marty was stretching the truth about what she claimed had been done to her that night at the spring fling party?
Not really.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pruitt. I don't understand. Not really. Does that mean, no, I never had any doubts? Or does that mean, well, I had a few, but I got over them?
Objection, Your Honor. The witness has answered Miss Gannon's question. Now she's simply badgering the witness.
Your Honor, it is very important that I have a definite answer here to this crucial question. Did Mr. Pruitt always believe Marty to be telling the truth when she claimed that she had been raped? Did he ever at any time have any doubts and then later suppress them? And if he did have any doubts, we need to know why.
I'm going to allow the question, Mr. Gannon. Objection overruled. And Mr. Pruitt, let me remind you that the penalties against perjury in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania are very harsh. You may proceed, Miss Gannon.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Pruitt, I'm going to ask you this question one more time. And I need to have a very simple yes or no answer. Is it possible that you thought that Marty was lying when you first heard that she was claiming to have been raped? The witness is nodding yes. I need a voice confirmation, please.
Yes. That's what kind of a lousy friend I was.
Just answer the question, Mr. Pruitt.
Yes, I thought she was lying.
Call your next witness, Mr. Gannon.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth calls Mr. Jason Webb.
How are we doing?
Well, burden of proof is on them, so far they haven't proven anything happened between you and her, other than consensual sex.
Nothing but the truth will help you God.
Can't wait to see you tear into this illiterate.
I do.
Please, be seated, Mr. Webb.
He's 100% behind you. You're going to be great. Nothing to worry about.
Did you see Miss Saybrook and the 4 defendants together prior to the fraternity party?
Yes, sir. Lots of times. They were always hassling her.
Objection.
Sustained.
Thank you.
Let's start with Todd Manning. Did you see or hear anything that suggested to you that he and Miss Saybrook were on friendly terms?
No. She hated him.
How do you know that?
She told me so.
Why?
Todd wrecked Marty's relationship with Suede Pruitt by feeding him a bunch of crazy lies about her.
Did she tell you why Todd did this?
Yeah, he thought that she made him fail some stupid exam on purpose.
And that was his only reason?
No, she said that he did it because she had blown him off sexually.
Meaning?
Meaning that he came on to her and she turned him down.
Do you have any reason to think that she'd slept with him after that?
No way. She was... she was pretty mad. There's no way she would turn around and sleep with this guy who was 2 loyal followers over there, Zach and Pal.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is stating his opinion, not fact, and he's also slandering my clients.
Sustained. Stick to facts, Mr. Webb.
Isn't it also a fact, Mr. Webb, that Marty Saybrook told you that she hated Todd Manning?
Yeah.
And she thought he hated her?
Yeah.
Did you ever witness any hostility between Miss Saybrook and Mr. Manning, or between Miss Saybrook and the other defendants?
Sure. One time, I saw her fighting off Pal. I think it was some kind of stupid fraternity thing where he was trying to grab her bra in the middle of roadies. Of course, Todd probably put him up to it. He's a head goon. Zach and Pal pretty much just do what they're told.
Objection, Your Honor. Will Mr. Gannon please restrain his witness from slandering my client?
Your Honor, I would like to remind Ms. Gannon that her clients are accused of rape. Some people have strong feelings about that.
That's enough bickering, Mr. and Ms. Gannon. Proceed with questioning.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Webb, let's talk about Marty Saybrook and Kevin Buchanan. Now, in your observation, did they get along?
No. No, I think she felt the same way about him as the others.
Okay. Just a few more questions. In your opinion, do you think that Kevin Buchanan disliked Miss Saybrook enough to want to hurt her?
Yes. I do.
Did she tell you she'd been raped?
Yes.
Do you believe it?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. Your witness.
Mr. Webb,